You don't have a motivation problem. You have a discipline problem because you already know what you need to do. You know you need to wake up earlier. You know you need to work harder. You know you need to stop wasting hours scrolling. So why aren't you doing it? Because you're waiting to feel ready. And here's the truth nobody wants to hear. You will never feel ready. Every morning, you make a deal with yourself. You say, tomorrow I'll start. Tomorrow I'll wake up early. Tomorrow I'll hit the gym. Tomorrow I'll work on my goals. Tomorrow I'll stop wasting time. But tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. And suddenly another year is gone. Same dreams, same excuses, same version of you. You keep waiting for motivation to arrive, but motivation is unreliable. It shows up when you feel good. It disappears when life gets hard. And if your future depends on how you feel, you will always lose to your feelings. Discipline is different. Discipline doesn't ask, do I feel like doing this? Discipline asks, is this what I said I was going to do? And then it does it, even when you're tired, even when you're bored, even when nobody is watching. That's the difference between people who talk about changing their lives and people who actually do it. The person you want to become is built in the moments nobody sees. When you put the phone down, when you get out of bed, when you finish the workout, when you choose the hard thing, even though the easy thing is right there. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build trust with yourself. And every time you break that promise, you teach yourself that your own word means nothing. So start small. Don't try to change your entire life overnight. Wake up when you said you would. Do the work you promised yourself. Finish what you started. One decision, then another, and one day, you won't need motivation anymore because discipline will become who you are. Don't wait to feel ready, do it anyway. Your excuses sound reasonable. That's why they're dangerous. I'm tired. I don't have enough time. I don't have the right equipment. I'll start when life gets easier. But here's the truth. Your excuses don't need to be true to destroy your future. You don't need a perfect life to start. You don't need more time. You need better priorities. Because the same person who says, I don't have 1 hour to work on myself, can spend 3 hours scrolling. The same person who says, I don't have money to invest in my future, can find money for things that don't matter. The same person who says, I don't have the energy, somehow finds energy for everything that keeps them stuck. The problem isn't always your circumstances. Sometimes it's your choices, and that's hard to accept. Because if your circumstances are the problem, you can wait, you can blame, you can tell yourself, it's not my fault. But the moment you accept responsibility, you take your power back. Maybe you didn't choose where you started. Maybe you didn't choose the obstacles in your life. Maybe you didn't get the same opportunities as everyone else. But you still get to choose what happens next. And every time you make an excuse, you are making a decision to stay the same. You say you want success, but success requires sacrifice. You say you want freedom, but freedom requires discipline. You say you want a better life, but a better life requires you to become a better version of yourself. Not someday, not when everything is perfect. Now, start with what you have, use the time you have, learn with the resources you have, work with the strength you have, because the people who win are not always the most talented. They are the ones who stop negotiating with their excuses. Your future does not care why you failed to start. It only cares whether you started. So stop waiting for perfect conditions. They don't exist. Stop waiting for someone to save you. Nobody is coming. And stop asking, why is this happening to me? Start asking, what am I going to do about it? Because the moment you stop making excuses is the moment your life starts changing. You don't need a better excuse. You need a better decision. You say you want a better life, but are you willing to be uncomfortable for it? Because the life you want is hiding behind the things you keep avoiding. The early mornings, the hard workouts, the lonely nights, the failures, the rejection. You cannot build an extraordinary life while living an ordinary level of discomfort. Most people run from discomfort. The moment something becomes difficult, they quit. The moment progress becomes slow, they give up. The moment they fail, they decide it wasn't meant for them. But discomfort is not always a warning. Sometimes it's proof that you're growing. Your muscles grow when you challenge them. Your mind grows when you challenge it. Your character grows when life challenges you. The problem is, you have been trained to escape every uncomfortable feeling. Bored? Grab your phone. Tired? Quit. Stressed? Run from the problem. Afraid? Don't try. But every time you escape discomfort, you become weaker against it. And every time you face it, you become stronger. You don't become disciplined by waiting for life to become easier. You become disciplined by doing hard things while life is hard. You don't need to love the process, you just need to stop running from it. There will be days when you don't feel powerful. There will be days when you doubt yourself. There will be days when nobody believes in you. Those days are not interruptions. Those days are the test. Because anyone can work hard when everything is going well. But who are you when nothing is going your way? That's where your real identity is built. In the moments you want to quit, but you take one more step, one more rep, one more hour, one more attempt. You don't need to conquer your entire life today. You just need to win the next decision. When your mind says, stop, you decide whether to listen. When fear says, you can't, you decide whether to believe it. When discomfort says, go back, you decide whether to keep moving forward. Because on the other side of discomfort is confidence. On the other side of discipline is freedom. And on the other side of the pain you're avoiding is the person you keep saying you want to become. So don't run from the hard days. Use them. Let them sharpen you. Let them build you. Let them prove to you that you are capable of more than you thought. The pain is temporary, but the person you become because of it can change your entire life. Imagine meeting the person you could have become. The version of you who stayed disciplined. The version of you who didn't quit. The version of you who kept going when nobody was watching. What would that person say to you? Would they be proud of the choices you're making right now? Because one day, you will meet that version of yourself, not in a dream, in your future. And the choices you make today are building that person. Every morning you wake up and choose discipline, you become stronger. Every time you say no to distraction, you become focused. Every time you continue after failure, you become harder to break. You may not see the results yet, but that doesn't mean nothing is happening. A tree doesn't become strong in one day. It grows quietly, underground. Before anyone sees the branches, the roots are already forming. And that's what your discipline is doing. Building roots, quietly, slowly, when nobody is applauding, when nobody is watching, when nobody even knows you're trying. That's where the real transformation happens. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You need to stop betraying yourself. Stop making promises you don't keep. Stop setting goals you refuse to work for. Stop saying you want a different life. While repeating the same habits, you are not trapped, but you are responsible, and that's actually good news. Because if your choices helped create your current life, your choices can help create a different one. You can start today, not with a perfect plan, not with perfect confidence, just with one decision, one promise, one action, then repeat it tomorrow and the day after that, until the person you are can no longer survive in the life you are building. One day, you will look back and realize the life you wanted didn't change overnight. You changed first. You became more disciplined, more focused, more patient, more dangerous to your old habits. And then, your life had no choice but to change with you. So when nobody is watching, keep going. When you don't feel motivated, keep going. When the results are slow, keep going. Because your future self is watching every decision you make today. And one day, you will either thank yourself or wish you had started. Become someone you respect, and then build a life that reflects it.